Have you ever felt stuck, living day by day without truly moving forward? Perhaps you've promised yourself to make a change, only to realize that time keeps slipping by while you remain in the same place. Imagine this. In just 90 days, you could completely transform your life, becoming a stronger, wiser, and more confident version of yourself. It might sound unbelievable, but let me assure you, it's absolutely possible. I'm not talking about miracles, nor am I making empty promises. The change you desire doesn't require anything extraordinary, only one essential condition: getting started. Most of us wait for a perfect moment to begin, New Year's Day, a birthday, or some major turning point. But the truth is, the best time to start is right now. Over the next 90 days, you won't just focus on improving your life, you'll learn how to take full control of it. Don't let anyone else dictate your journey. By applying simple principles inspired by Stoic philosophy, a timeless system that has helped countless individuals overcome challenges and lead meaningful lives, you'll have a roadmap to build your success. This video will not only inspire you but also provide a clear, actionable plan with 10 transformative methods. These are not lofty theories. They are practical, doable steps. Others have achieved this transformation, and I am living proof that you can too. Make a commitment to yourself. Start today. Stop waiting or hesitating and take a leap out of your comfort zone. To begin, I invite you to comment below. I'm transforming my life in 90 days. This is the first step to proving to yourself that you're ready for a significant breakthrough. This journey won't be easy, but I promise you, it will be worth it. Join me as we explore how to create lasting change in just 90 days. A short period, yet enough to transform your entire life. Are you ready? Why you must act now? The importance of starting today. Every day you delay making a change is a day lost. Time never stops. It keeps moving forward whether you act or not. The problem is that most of us fall into the trap of waiting for the perfect moment, waiting until we feel ready, waiting for life to align with our plans. But the hard truth is, there is no perfect moment. The only moment you have is right now. Think about it. How many times have you told yourself, "I'll start next week," or "I'll begin when things settle down"? Weeks turn into months, and months into years. Before you know it, you're stuck in the same cycle, wishing you had started earlier. The reality is, every day you wait is a missed opportunity to take even the smallest step toward your goals. The greatest barrier to change isn't external, it's internal. It's that voice in your head whispering, "You're not ready yet," or "What if you fail?" But here's the truth. You don't need to be ready to start. Starting is what prepares you. The first step, no matter how small, sets a powerful chain of events into motion. Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus emphasize the importance of action. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "You could be good today, but instead you choose tomorrow." This wisdom speaks directly to our tendency to procrastinate. It reminds us that the opportunity to improve, to change, is always available, if we choose to act now. Let me share an example. Imagine you're standing at the base of a mountain, looking up at its peak. The climb seems daunting, so you hesitate. "I'll wait until I have more energy," or "I'll climb when the weather is better." Meanwhile, others who started their journey step by step are now halfway to the top. They weren't better prepared or more skilled than you, they simply began. The same principle applies to your life. Whether it's improving your health, building your career, or nurturing meaningful relationships, the key is to act immediately. Don't focus on conquering the entire mountain, focus on your first step. To help overcome inertia, commit to something simple today. It could be drinking an extra glass of water, taking a 10-minute walk, or writing down one goal you want to achieve. These small actions might seem insignificant, but they lay the foundation for major transformations. Another crucial reason to act now is the momentum it creates. Newton's first law states that an object in motion stays in motion. The same applies to us. Breaking free from stillness is the hardest part. Once you take that first step, each successive step becomes easier. Remember, life will never provide perfect conditions. There will always be obstacles, uncertainties, and challenges. But those who succeed are the ones who act despite imperfections. So, ask yourself, how much longer are you willing to wait? Imagine the progress you could make in 90 days if you start right now. In 3 months, you could be healthier, happier, and closer to becoming the person you aspire to be. Or you could still be waiting for the right time. The choice is yours. Take control of your life today. Start small, start imperfectly, but most importantly, just start. Changing your life in 90 days requires clarity. You cannot move forward if you don't know where you currently stand or where you want to go. This is where a life audit becomes essential. A life audit isn't about judgment or self-criticism, it's about honesty and awareness. By evaluating your present situation and defining your ideal future, you create a roadmap that bridges the gap between where you are and where you want to be. Let's explore how to conduct a life audit effectively, broken down into actionable steps. Step 1. Divide your life into key areas. Life is multifaceted, and each aspect contributes to our overall sense of happiness and fulfillment. To gain a holistic understanding, divide your life into the following key areas: health, career, finances, relationships, personal development. By breaking your life into these categories, you can better identify strengths, weaknesses, and opportunities for improvement. Step 2. Assess your current state. Take a moment to reflect deeply on each area of your life. Ask yourself questions that encourage introspection and honest evaluation. Health. Am I physically and mentally healthy? Do I exercise regularly? Is my diet balanced? How is my energy level throughout the day? Career. Am I satisfied with my job or profession? Do I feel purposeful in my work? Am I growing and learning in my current role? Finances. Am I financially stable? Do I manage my money well? Am I saving or investing for the future? Relationships. Are my relationships with family, friends, and colleagues fulfilling? Do I communicate effectively? Am I giving and receiving the support I need? Personal development. Am I growing as a person? Do I dedicate time to learning new skills or exploring new interests? Am I cultivating habits that align with my values? Be brutally honest with yourself. Write down your thoughts and feelings for each category. This is not a time to sugarcoat or overlook issues. Instead, embrace the opportunity to face your reality with clarity and courage. Step 3. Define your ideal life. Now that you understand where you are, it's time to envision where you want to be. For each area of your life, create a vivid and detailed picture of your ideal state. Health. Do you want to feel energized and fit? Perhaps your vision includes regular workouts, a balanced diet, and a calm mental state, achieved through mindfulness practices. Career. Maybe your ideal career involves doing work you're passionate about, receiving recognition for your contributions, or achieving a long-awaited promotion. Finances. Envision financial freedom, no debts, a growing savings account, or even owning a home. Relationships. Imagine meaningful and supportive connections with loved ones, clear communication, and mutual respect. Personal development. Picture yourself mastering a new skill, pursuing a passion project, or developing a daily meditation habit. Writing these ideals down is key. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, first say to yourself what you would be, then do what you have to do. Writing solidifies your vision and serves as a compass for your journey. Step 4. Identify the gap. The next step in a life audit is to compare your current state with your ideal state. This process highlights the gap between where you are and where you want to be. For instance, health. You might realize you feel fatigued often and rarely exercise, but your ideal life includes vibrant energy and a consistent fitness routine. Career. Perhaps you feel stuck in a job that doesn't inspire you, while your ideal life involves pursuing a field that aligns with your passions. Recognizing this gap isn't meant to discourage you. It's a powerful moment of self-awareness. By identifying these discrepancies, you can begin to plan the necessary changes to bridge the gap. Step 5. Create a specific plan. Once you've identified the areas for improvement, it's time to create a step-by-step plan to close the gap. The key is to start small and focus on consistent action. Health. If your ideal includes exercising 3 times a week, begin by committing to 1 workout per week. Gradually increase as you build the habit. Career. If your goal is to change jobs, start by updating your resume or networking with professionals in your desired field. Finances. To improve financial health, create a simple budget or commit to saving a small percentage of your income each month. Relationships. Strengthen connections by scheduling regular catch-ups with friends or expressing gratitude to loved ones. Personal development. Dedicate 10 minutes each day to learning a new skill or reading a book that inspires you. Remember, the goal is not to overhaul your life overnight, but to make manageable changes that accumulate over time. Step 6. Track your progress. Set benchmarks to measure your progress over the 90 days. Tracking ensures accountability and helps you celebrate small victories along the way. Use a journal, app, or spreadsheet to log daily actions related to each goal. Reflect weekly. What went well? What could be improved? Adjust your plan as needed. Step 7. Stay committed and flexible. Life is unpredictable and setbacks are inevitable. The key is to remain adaptable and committed to your long-term vision. If you miss a workout or fall behind on a goal, don't be too hard on yourself. Regroup, refocus, and keep moving forward. A life audit is more than a self-reflection exercise. It's a powerful tool for transformation. By understanding your present reality and defining your ideal future, you take control of your destiny. This process strengthens your belief that change is possible and empowers you to take meaningful action. As you embark on your 90-day journey, remember that progress, not perfection, is the goal. Small, consistent steps will lead to significant transformations. Your ideal life is within reach. Start building it today. Build a strategy with the roadmap to your success. Once you've completed your life audit and identified the gap between your current state and your ideal future, it's time to build a strategy. Without a plan, even the most inspiring goals will remain dreams. A strategy is your roadmap, breaking down your vision into manageable steps and ensuring consistent progress. Imagine embarking on a long journey without a map. You may have the motivation to travel and the energy to move forward, but without direction, you'll likely wander aimlessly. Similarly, in life, a clear strategy ensures that each step you take is purposeful, bringing you closer to your destination. The beauty of a well-constructed strategy lies in its simplicity. It takes overwhelming goals and turns them into achievable milestones. Instead of being daunted by the magnitude of change, you can focus on incremental progress. The key to a successful strategy is breaking down big goals into smaller, actionable tasks. This approach not only makes the journey less intimidating, but also helps you maintain momentum. The Stoic philosopher Seneca wisely observed, "Well-being is attained by little and little, and nevertheless is no little thing itself." Consider this. If your goal is to get in shape, the thought of running a marathon or transforming your physique might feel overwhelming. However, committing to walking 10 minutes daily or swapping sugary drinks for water feels manageable. These small actions, when repeated consistently, compound over time to create significant results. Let me share the story of David, a friend who transformed his life by sticking to a simple strategy. David felt stuck in his career, doubting his ability to move forward. He wanted to shift into a leadership role, but lacked the confidence and skills to do so. Instead of letting fear paralyze him, David created a plan. He started by setting small weekly goals. 1. Attending one leadership webinar. 2. Reading 10 pages of a book on management. 3. Practicing public speaking by presenting at team meetings. The changes didn't happen overnight. At first, David struggled to find the time and energy to stick to his plan, but each week, as he ticked off small tasks, he felt more confident and prepared. 3 months later, David successfully led a project and gained recognition from his manager. By following a clear strategy and focusing on consistent effort, he unlocked new opportunities that once felt out of reach. David's story highlights an important truth. Success is not about giant leaps, but about steady, intentional progress. Building a strategy might sound daunting, but it's simpler than you think. Here's how to create one tailored to your goals. 1. Define clear, and measurable. Goals. Vague goals lead to vague results. Instead of saying, "I want to be healthier," specify your goal. "I will exercise 3 times a week," or "I will lose 5 pounds in 3 months." Measurable goals provide clarity and help track progress. 2. Break goals into weekly tasks. Divide your larger goal into smaller, actionable steps you can achieve each week. For example, health. Prepare 3 healthy meals this week. Career. Update your resume and apply for 1 new job. Finances. Save $50 or review your monthly expenses. Weekly tasks keep you focused on immediate actions while maintaining alignment with your long-term vision. 3. Set priorities. Life is busy and distractions are inevitable. Prioritize tasks that directly contribute to your goals. If time is limited, focus on high-impact activities, those that bring the most significant progress. Use tools to stay organized. Leverage tools like planners, apps, or journals to track your tasks. Writing down your strategy reinforces commitment and provides a visual reminder of your goals. Apps like Trello or Notion can help you create lists, set deadlines, and monitor progress. 5. Review and adjust regularly. A good strategy is flexible. Each week, review your progress. Ask yourself, what went well? What challenges did I face? How can I improve next week? This reflection allows you to refine your approach and stay adaptable. A strategy is only as effective as your commitment to following it. Consistency is the secret ingredient that turns plans into reality. Think of it like watering a plant. A single drop won't make a difference, but regular care over time yields growth. One way to maintain consistency is by creating habits. For instance, if your goal is to improve your health, make exercise part of your routine by scheduling it at the same time each day. The more consistent you are, the less effort it takes to sustain the behavior. Even the best strategies encounter obstacles. Here's how to address common challenges. 1. Lack of motivation. Motivation fluctuates, but discipline keeps you moving forward. Remind yourself of your why, the reason you set your goals in the first place. 2. Unexpected setbacks. Life happens. Instead of abandoning your plan, adjust it. If you miss a workout or overspend 1 week, don't dwell on it. Focus on getting back on track. 3. Feeling overwhelmed. If your strategy feels too demanding, simplify it. Focus on 1 or 2 tasks instead of juggling multiple goals. Progress at a slower pace is still progress. Here are some ideas for setting small, meaningful weekly goals. Health. Take a 15-minute walk daily. Replace 1 unhealthy snack with a fruit. Career. Reach out to 1 mentor or colleague for advice. Complete a short online course. Finances. Track all expenses for 1 week. Cancel a subscription you no longer use. Relationships. Call a family member. Plan a coffee date with a friend. Personal development. Read 1 chapter of a book. Spend 10 minutes journaling daily. These simple actions keep you focused and motivated while building momentum toward your larger objectives. The true power of a strategy lies in its ability to harness the compound effect. Each small action builds upon the last, creating exponential growth over time. What seems insignificant today becomes transformative when repeated consistently. Imagine saving just $5 a day. At first it feels trivial, but in a year you'll have saved over $1,800. The same principle applies to every area of life. Small efforts, multiplied over time, lead to remarkable outcomes. Creating a strategy is about more than ticking off tasks. It's about taking control of your life. It's a commitment to your goals, a promise to yourself that you'll keep moving forward. As you embark on your 90-day journey, remember that each step, no matter how small, brings you closer to the person you want to become. Embrace the process, trust the plan, and celebrate every milestone along the way. Your success isn't determined by the size of your goals, but by the consistency of your effort. Start building your strategy today, and watch as those small steps lead to incredible transformation. True change begins from within. While setting goals and building strategies are essential, the foundation of lasting transformation lies in your ability to let go of the past. Your old self, along with outdated habits, limiting beliefs, and unproductive routines, can act as a heavy anchor, preventing you from moving forward. Letting go is not about forgetting who you were or ignoring your experiences. Instead, it's about recognizing which aspects of your past no longer serve your growth and having the courage to release them. By shedding these layers, you create space for the person you aspire to become. Habits are powerful forces in our lives. They shape our daily routines, influence our decisions, and ultimately define our future. While positive habits can propel us towards success, negative or outdated habits can hold us back. Take a moment to reflect. Are there routines or behaviors in your life that no longer align with your goals? Do you find yourself clinging to familiar patterns out of comfort, even if they don't benefit you? Limiting beliefs can be just as damaging. These are the inner voices that whisper, "I'm not good enough. I've always been this way, so I can't change. What if I fail?" Such thoughts create invisible barriers, convincing you to settle for less than your potential. To truly transform, you must confront and dismantle these beliefs. Let me share a real-life story that illustrates the power of letting go. Luke was a young professional living in England, deeply immersed in a culture of pub outings. While these gatherings were a way to unwind and socialize, they often left him feeling drained and unmotivated. Late nights of drinking became a habit, and over time, Luke noticed its impact. He lacked energy during the day. His productivity at work suffered. His confidence waned, especially when trying to create meaningful content as a part-time creator. One day, Luke had a moment of self-awareness. He realized that his nightly routine, which once felt harmless, had become a significant obstacle to his goals. He wanted to feel energized, productive, and confident in front of the camera, but he couldn't achieve that unless he let go of his pub habits. The decision wasn't easy. Luke faced peer pressure from friends who didn't understand his choice. Yet, he stayed committed. Gradually, he replaced pub outings with evening workouts, creative brainstorming sessions, and moments of quiet reflection. The change was transformative. Within weeks, Luke noticed a boost in his energy levels and mental clarity. His content creation improved, and his confidence grew. What seemed like a small shift, letting go of one unproductive habit, sparked a chain reaction of positive changes in his life. Letting go isn't just a physical act, it's deeply emotional. Often we hold on to habits, beliefs, or even relationships because they provide a sense of familiarity and comfort. Change, by its very nature, feels uncomfortable. For example, a person may hesitate to leave a job they dislike because it provides financial stability. Someone might struggle to end an unfulfilling relationship because they fear being alone. Others cling to negative habits because they act as temporary escapes from stress or boredom. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus reminds us, we suffer not from the events in our lives, but from our judgment about them. To let go, you must reframe your perspective. Instead of seeing change as a loss, view it as an opportunity to grow and embrace something better. Letting go is a process that requires intentional effort. Here are steps to guide you. 1. Identify what's holding you back. Take an honest inventory of your life. What habits, beliefs, or routines are preventing you from achieving your goals? Write them down. Seeing them on paper helps you confront them directly. For example, are you spending too much time scrolling on social media instead of pursuing meaningful activities? Do you rely on unhealthy coping mechanisms like overeating or procrastination? 2. Understand the impact. Ask yourself, how is this habit or belief affecting my life? Is it draining your energy, wasting your time, or hindering your progress? For instance, Luke realized that his pub outings weren't just harmless fun, they were robbing him of his focus and potential. Recognizing the consequences strengthens your resolve to change. 3. Replace. Don't just remove. Nature abhors a vacuum. When you let go of something, replace it with a positive habit or belief. For example, if you're giving up late-night TV binges, replace them with a relaxing bedtime routine like reading or journaling. If you're distancing yourself from a toxic relationship, invest more time in friendships that uplift you. By replacing the old with the new, you make the transition smoother and more sustainable. Practice gratitude for the past. Instead of resenting your old habits or beliefs, thank them for the role they played in your life. Perhaps they once served a purpose, but now they've outlived their usefulness. Gratitude allows you to release them without bitterness. For example, I'm grateful for the comfort this habit provided during tough times, but now I'm ready to move forward. 5. Be patient with yourself. Letting go is not an overnight process. You may face setbacks, moments of doubt, or even nostalgia for your old ways. Be kind to yourself and remember that progress takes time. When you release what no longer serves you, you gain freedom. Freedom to explore new possibilities, freedom to redefine yourself, and freedom to create a life that aligns with your true desires. The Stoics practiced an exercise called voluntary discomfort to prepare for change. They would deliberately embrace discomfort, like sleeping on the floor or fasting for a day, to remind themselves that they could thrive even without familiar comforts. This practice strengthens resilience and reinforces the belief that you can handle anything. Take a moment to reflect. What habits or beliefs are holding you back right now? What would your life look like if you let them go? Write down one habit or belief you're ready to release. Commit to replacing it with something positive starting today. Letting go of the past isn't about erasing who you were. It's about making space for who you're meant to become. Just like Luke, you have the power to transform your life by releasing what no longer serves you. It won't be easy, but it will be worth it. As you move forward, remember, letting go is not the end. It's the beginning of a stronger, freer, and more fulfilled version of yourself. Create personal principles, the foundation for focus and growth. Personal principles are like the compass that guides your journey towards success. Without them, it's easy to become distracted, lose focus, or even abandon your goals altogether. Principles are not rigid rules meant to restrict you. They are empowering guidelines that keep you aligned with your values and aspirations. When you establish clear personal principles, you lay the groundwork for consistency, discipline, and long-term success. In a world full of distractions and competing demands, personal principles act as your anchor. They remind you of what truly matters and provide clarity in moments of doubt or temptation. As the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius wisely observed, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. By setting and adhering to your principles, you take control of your life. Instead of reacting impulsively to external circumstances, you make intentional choices that align with your goals. This focus allows you to avoid unnecessary detours and progress steadily toward your ideal future. Building a set of personal principles is a deeply individual process. Your principles should reflect your unique values, priorities, and aspirations. Here's a step-by-step guide to creating principles that support your 90-day transformation journey. Step 1. Reflect on your goals. Your principles should be tailored to the goals you want to achieve. Begin by revisiting the objectives you identified during your life audit. Ask yourself, what are my top priorities in health, career, finances, relationships, and personal development? What habits or behaviors will help me achieve these goals? What distractions or challenges do I need to guard against? For example, if improving your health is a primary goal, one of your principles might be, I prioritize daily movement, even if it's just a short walk. Step 2. Identify core values. Your principles should be grounded in your core values, the beliefs and ideals that matter most to you. Take some time to reflect on questions like, what qualities do I admire in others? What makes me feel fulfilled and authentic? What do I want to be remembered for? If one of your core values is integrity, a principle might be, I will always be honest with myself and others, even when it's uncomfortable. Step 3. Keep it simple and specific. The most effective principles are clear, actionable, and easy to remember. Avoid vague or overly complex statements. Instead, focus on creating principles that are concise and practical. Here are some examples. I will spend 30 minutes each day working on my personal growth. I will save 10% of my income every month. I will eat at least one nutritious meal every day. Simplicity ensures that your principles are easy to follow and integrate into your daily life. Step 4. Limit yourself to 5 principles. While it might be tempting to create a long list of principles, less is more. Limiting yourself to 5 core principles helps you stay focused and avoid overwhelm. Each principle should address a key area of your life or a specific challenge you want to overcome. For example, your 5 principles might include health. I will prioritize 7 hours of sleep every night. Career. I will dedicate 1 hour daily to deep, focused work. Finances. I will track my spending weekly and stick to my budget. Relationships. I will have a meaningful conversation with a loved one at least once a week. Personal growth. I will read 1 book every month to expand my knowledge. By keeping your principles concise and relevant, you can direct your energy toward what truly matters. Step 5. Write down and review your principles. Once you've identified your 5 principles, write them down in a place where you can see them daily. Whether it's a journal, a sticky note on your desk, or a note on your phone, keeping your principles visible reinforces your commitment. Make it a habit to review your principles each morning. This simple practice helps you start your day with clarity and intention, ensuring that your actions align with your values. One of the biggest mistakes people make when trying to transform their lives is attempting to change too many things at once. This scattershot approach leads to burnout and frustration, often causing people to give up before they see results. Instead, focus on 1 or 2 goals at a time. Use your principles to create a clear path for progress and trust that small, consistent efforts will lead to significant changes over time. As the Stoics taught, well-being is achieved little by little, but it is no small thing. Clara was a young professional struggling to balance her demanding career with her personal goals. She often felt overwhelmed and unsure where to start. Inspired by the idea of personal principles, Clara decided to create her own set of 5. Her principles were health. I will move my body for at least 20 minutes daily. Career. I will end my workday by writing a to-do list for tomorrow. Finances. I will save $50 each week for my emergency fund. Relationships. I will reach out to 1 friend or family member every weekend. Personal growth. I will journal every evening to reflect on my day. At first, sticking to these principles was challenging. Clara missed a few days of journaling and struggled to find time for exercise, but she reminded herself that progress, not perfection, was the goal. Over time, these principles became habits, and Clara noticed a dramatic shift in her life. She felt more organized, confident, and fulfilled. Practical tips for staying aligned with your principles. Start small. If a principle feels daunting, break it down into smaller steps. For example, if exercising daily seems overwhelming, start with 5 minutes and gradually increase. Track your progress. Use a journal or app to log your adherence to each principle. This accountability keeps you motivated and helps you spot patterns. Celebrate small wins. Acknowledge and reward yourself for sticking to your principles. Positive reinforcement strengthens your commitment. Be flexible. Life is unpredictable, and it's okay to adjust your principles as needed. The key is to stay aligned with your values, even when circumstances change. Creating personal principles is not just about achieving short-term goals, it's about building a foundation for lifelong growth. These principles serve as a guiding framework, helping you navigate challenges, make decisions, and stay true to yourself. As you move through your 90-day transformation journey, your principles will act as a source of strength and stability. They will keep you grounded in moments of doubt, focused in times of distraction, and motivated when the path feels difficult. Your principles are more than guidelines. They are declarations of the person you want to become. Start creating yours today, and watch as they transform not only your 90 days, but your entire life. Congratulations! You've taken the first step toward transforming your life by dedicating time to understand how you can make meaningful changes. Over the past few minutes, we've explored a practical roadmap rooted in timeless Stoic principles that can guide you to becoming the best version of yourself in just 90 days. Let's quickly recap the steps we've discussed. Conduct a life audit. Take a deep, honest look at where you are today versus where you want to be. Break down your life into key areas like health, career, finances, relationships, and personal development to identify the gaps and set clear goals. Build a strategy. Create a detailed, actionable plan to bridge those gaps. Focus on small, manageable tasks each week and commit to consistent effort. Remember, success isn't about giant leaps, it's about steady progress. Let go of the past. Release old habits and limiting beliefs that no longer serve you. Replace them with positive routines and empowering mindsets. By shedding these layers, you create space for growth and change. Create personal principles. Establish 5 guiding principles that align with your goals and values. These principles will keep you focused, disciplined, and on track, even when distractions arise. Change doesn't happen by chance, it happens by choice. Every day you delay is an opportunity lost. Imagine where you could be 3 months from now. Healthier, happier, more focused, and closer to the life you've always wanted. The only thing standing between you and that transformation is the decision to start today. The principles of Stoicism remind us that while we cannot control everything in life, we have complete control over how we respond. You have the power to take charge of your journey and write the next chapter of your story. Are you ready to take the leap and transform your life? Here's what you can do right now. Commit to your journey. Start by taking one small action today, whether it's writing down your goals, completing a life audit, or setting your first personal principle. Engage with the community. Share your thoughts and goals in the comments below. Let us know how you plan to change your life in 90 days. We'd love to hear your story and support you along the way. Subscribe and share. If you found this video valuable, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. Share it with friends or loved ones who could benefit from these practical tips. Let's inspire more people to embark on their journey towards self-improvement. The journey to transforming your life isn't always easy, but it's always worth it. Remember, change starts with a single step. By committing to this 90-day plan, you're not just setting goals, you're creating a lifestyle that aligns with your values, passions, and potential. Take control of your life today. Trust the process, believe in yourself, and let the principles of Stoicism guide you toward a brighter, more fulfilling future. Thank you for watching, and here's to your success in the next 90 days. Together, let's create a life we're proud of. One step, one principle, and one day at a time.